Hey cat lovers, and welcome back to another video. You may have never really stopped to think about the differences between male and female cats before adopting your next furry companion. And of course, one isn't better than the other. But there are some differences that could make one a better fit for your lifestyle. If you enjoy learning more about cats, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss our future content. In today's video, we're breaking down some of the key differences between male and female cats. Just keep in mind, these are not strict rules that apply to every cat. They're simply general patterns that can help guide your understanding. At the end of the day, choosing the right cat is a deeply personal decision that goes far beyond gender. Still, keeping these general guidelines in mind can be helpful as you search for your next feline friend. So, let's dive into the differences between male and female cats. Characteristics of female cats. In general, female cats tend to be more affectionate. They're often more likely to seek out physical closeness, such as petting and cuddling. Nesting behavior is another common trait in female cats, driven by their natural instinct to create a safe space for their young. Because of this instinct, they're often more protective and become strongly attached once they bond with you. This nesting nature also means female cats may be more sensitive to sudden changes in their environment. If a female cat isn't spayed, she will go into heat, typically during spring or summer. This is when she becomes fertile and ready to mate. Each heat cycle usually lasts 4 to 5 days and can repeat every 2 to 3 weeks if she doesn't become pregnant. Most cats experience their first heat between 6 and 10 months of age. When a cat is in heat, her behavior can noticeably change. She may become more vocal, spray around the house, act more anxious, or even attempt to escape. Whether spayed or not, female cats often take on a protective role in the household. They may be more cautious around strangers and especially protective of younger cats or children. While female cats do enjoy playtime, they generally prefer gentler play and aren't big fans of roughhousing. They're also known for being quite territorial, particularly around other female cats, and they won't hesitate to defend their space. Characteristics of male cats. Male cats, on the other hand, are often more independent and energetic. They tend to be playful, active, and enjoy rougher play. That playful energy can sometimes translate into mischievous behavior. Indoor male cats are especially curious and may try to explore beyond the house if given the chance. If their curiosity isn't properly stimulated, male cats can get into trouble indoors. They usually need extra enrichment, like toys, climbing spaces, and interactive play, to keep them mentally and physically satisfied. Unneutered male cats often display stronger behaviors. They may try to escape if they sense a female in heat nearby, which can be dangerous if they manage to get outside. They're also more likely to get into fights with other male cats and may spray to mark their territory. Once neutered, these behaviors are greatly reduced. Neutered male cats are generally calmer, less aggressive, and far less likely to spray. Male cats also tend to be more accepting of other cats in the household. While still territorial, they're often more social than females and can form strong bonds with both humans and other pets. Although male cats may not always be as physically affectionate, they often develop deep emotional connections with their owners. Physically, male cats are usually larger than females, especially if they weren't neutered early due to higher testosterone levels, though this rarely impacts adoption decisions. One health-related difference is that male cats have narrower urethras, which can make them slightly more prone to urinary blockages. In some cases, this requires dietary management, and in rare situations, surgical intervention. But this is not common. Does spaying or neutering change behavior? The short answer is yes, but it's not that simple. Spaying or neutering typically reduces unwanted behaviors such as spraying, roaming, and aggression. Cats of either sex usually become calmer after the procedure. If you don't plan on breeding your cat, spaying or neutering is strongly recommended. It helps regulate energy levels, reduces health risks, and prevents certain diseases. However, it's important to understand that sterilization won't completely change your cat's personality. Temperament, training, and overall behavior are largely influenced by genetics and early life experiences. That's why it's always a good idea to talk to your veterinarian about which traits are likely to remain, regardless of whether your cat is male or female. Which is better for you? In reality, Genetics and environment matter far more than gender, especially if your cat will be spayed or neutered. Still, there are a few things to consider. A female cat might be a good fit if you're looking for a cuddle companion, prefer a calmer presence, or plan on having just one cat. A female might not be ideal if you want a highly playful or social cat, or if territorial behavior concerns you. A male cat may be better suited for you if you don't mind a little, or a lot, of mischief. Want a more social cat? Or plan on having multiple cats? A male might not be the best choice if you're seeking constant physical affection or prefer a quieter household. Remember, these are broad generalizations. Many cats will completely defy them. Always ask for medical and behavioral history before adopting, as understanding a cat's background will help you decide if they fit your lifestyle. What about having both? Adopting both a male and a female cat can be a great option. Cats of opposite sexes often form strong bonds and can become best friends. That said, if you're not planning to breed, both cats must be spayed and neutered before living together. Unfixed cats can develop intensified behaviors when housed together, making things harder to manage. When properly sterilized, mixed gender pairs are often the easiest combination, followed by 2 males. 2 females can sometimes be the most challenging pairing, but it's far from impossible. Having both a male and a female cat can truly give you the best of both worlds. One playful companion and one calm cuddler. Ultimately, compatibility depends much more on temperament and upbringing than gender alone. Final thoughts. It's easy to overthink every detail when adopting a cat. Generally speaking, female cats tend to be calmer but more territorial, while male cats are often more playful and social. Still, the sex of a cat should be one of the least important factors in your decision. All cats are wonderful in their own way, and there's no ranking that makes one gender superior to the other. With patience, understanding, and love, you can build a strong bond with any cat, no matter their sex. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up so other cat lovers can find our content. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next Catterday for another video.